test. I don't know why that went off. But anyways, something that you really, really do to go into the real thing of where you need to go. Meaning, trust yourself, man. You really got to trust yourself. Excuse me for a minute. I had to make adjustments. Lord, the camera shut off like that. So I had to kind of go back. Got it on real quick. Why the camera shut off like that? So, because we do at West Coast Uncensored, we do have a visual, but I also do have through this great thing that I use, Anchor, is audio. So I run the audio through my computer into Anchor, and then of course I got the layout here. If you see the video, you're gonna see told you I was gonna buy some stuff. I got lighting, I got back you can see the back of me. I got a few of those. I keep using this and not staying. Probably need to change it somewhat. The mic I've had for a bit, and now I have, what is this called, the spit protection, or the covering of the mic so you don't spit on it. So yeah, so some good stuff here. But anyways, and what I'm saying is you got to reduce, I'm telling you, those who have an ear to understand this are in that place. If you're not going to get it. You may looping the loop, and this may all be foreign. That might be like speaking another language to you. And if it is, it is. But if you feel something that's like there's something to what he's saying, the light in me just like there's something to that. I feel that, know that. It's time to grow. Definitely have some. There's a lot of people who are in the state of that mindset of growth. So I looked at it as piercing layers, and that's what I felt I was doing. I was encoding and decoding, encoding through this October, even into now. But I felt like, what's happening? What's going on? I didn't feel that. It was like and then I realized the retrograde would make you feel like you're not going forward, but that's what the retro is, right? The retro is a fall back. It's going backwards. And through that retrograde is a time to really get out some stuff and do some work on yourself and spend some time. So I really spent a lot of time with me. Even some of the things that I was doing with some of the active groups that I was doing, I hadn't even been on. I really needed time for me. I hammered out my business for, August and September into October. I just hammered it, was able to do that. And even that was affected by this, but it's okay because things are for a season and you make adjustments because things have to be that way when you're sensitive to that which is happening in the season to you. You're sensitive to yourself. You're sensitive to your intuition. You're sensitive what's really happening, what's really, 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 really going on. So I really started encoding, decoding, started seeing outside of me, started seeing within me, and I started seeing that I had these things that I didn't particularly like, and I started recognizing those things are kind of like the defaults. I've mentioned many times talking about the default buttons, right? And so I just kind of turned off and said, okay, I don't really want to default this way. I need to kind of reverse engineer to make decisions that I don't get caught up in certain things that don't benefit me, that is like grabbing my attention to loop, which isn't even worth my energy or thought, because why get into something with somebody like that when they absolutely don't know? Meaning, change is always ever present. Metamorphosis is always ever present, right? It's always amping up. It's always going to the next level. It's always doing those type of things. And I was looking at that and I was saying, And I've met people, I know people, that when I see them, it's the same old, and they're looking at you as like, what's happening? And you can't even tell them, man, something's always happening, right? Something's always becoming new. Something's always an experience because they don't live that. And then you get into some kind of trying to share something that is way above where they're at and do that. You might find yourself in a situation of you realize that this isn't really happening and this is not really where they're at. And then you kind of get into something, or even with your loved ones, friends, wives, boyfriend, girlfriends, children, that just doesn't, you keep looping, keep trying, you get into situations that don't benefit you for growth. They don't benefit you at all for growth. So I was doing that. I was seeing that on certain aspects that was not benefiting me, and I could see